Have you ever wondered where your money silently disappears every single day? Most investors lose control of portfolios without even realizing the hidden damage. Tracking investments is not complicated, yet most people still ignore it completely. Imagine waking up knowing exactly how your investment money performed overnight changes. That level of clarity can transform how you make financial decisions daily. Yet most beginners rely on guesswork instead of structured tracking systems completely. This mistake silently destroys long-term wealth, building opportunities for everyone involved. Even professional investors obsess over tracking every movement in their portfolios carefully. But beginners often underestimate how powerful simple tracking habits can really become. Let's explore why tracking your investments is more important than ever today. Modern markets move fast, and missing data can cost real money quickly. Without tracking, you are essentially investing blind in unpredictable financial systems daily. That uncertainty creates stress and poor decision-making for many investors everywhere. However, modern tools now make portfolio tracking easier than ever before today. You no longer need complex spreadsheets or financial expertise to begin anymore. Simple apps can automatically track stocks, crypto, and mutual funds together efficiently. This convenience allows investors to focus more on strategy and growth planning, but convenience alone does not guarantee successful investment outcomes over time, always. You still need discipline and consistency to track everything properly every single day. Without discipline, even the best tools become completely useless very quickly indeed. And investors often start strong but lose momentum after initial excitement fades away. That is where structured tracking systems make a major difference in results. They help you visualize gains, losses, and overall portfolio performance clearly, instantly. This clarity builds confidence and reduces emotional investing decisions drastically over time. Most financial mistakes come from emotional reactions rather than data analysis proper. Tracking eliminates guesswork and replaces it with factual performance insights over time. You can instantly see which assets are helping or hurting, returns overall. This makes rebalancing your portfolio a much simpler process overall for investors. Even small improvements in tracking habits can yield big financial benefits later. The key is starting simple and gradually building consistent tracking routines daily. Many beginners feel overwhelmed by numbers charts and financial terminology at first, but modern tools simplify everything into easy-to-read dashboards and summaries quickly accessible. These dashboards allow you to monitor performance with minimal effort daily consistently. Consistency is what separates successful investors from inconsistent ones over time clearly. You cannot improve what you do not measure regularly at all times. Tracking creates accountability and encourages smarter investment behavior over time, consistently improving. It also helps you avoid panic selling during market fluctuations. Strongly emotional. With clear data, you make decisions based on logic, not fear alone. This shift alone can significantly improve your long-term investment results dramatically. Imagine reviewing your portfolio without confusion or hidden surprises anymore at all. That peace of mind is what proper tracking ultimately delivers consistently daily. Every investor deserves transparency in their financial journey and growth overall path. Tracking provides exactly that transparency without requiring advanced knowledge at all levels. It turns complex financial chaos into simple, understandable information quickly for you. Once you experience tracking benefits, you rarely go back again in life, because clarity in finance is something no one wants to lose ever. That realization marks the beginning of smarter investing behavior for everyone involved. Now let's move deeper into how tracking actually works step by step. You will discover simple methods that anyone can apply immediately today easily. These methods require no expert knowledge or financial background at all levels. Even beginners can track portfolios using simple apps and tools easily today. The goal is building awareness of where every dollar goes exactly daily. This awareness helps you grow wealth strategically and consistently over time properly. Without awareness, investing becomes guessing rather than planning effectively at all times. Tracking fixes this problem by giving real-time performance insights instantly to you. You finally gain control over your financial future direction clearly, step by step. That control is what every investor truly desires most deep down inside, and it all starts with simple, consistent tracking habits every day, repeatedly. In the next section, we will build your tracking system together step. Many investors start tracking their portfolio with excitement, but lose consistency quickly. At first, everything feels simple and organized, then confusion slowly creeps in. One young investor named Ali began investing with high hopes and motivation. He believed profits would grow automatically without much effort or tracking needed. For weeks, he ignored updates and trusted random advice from social social media, his portfolio grew and declined without him truly understanding the real reasons. One day, he checked his account and felt shocked by unexpected losses. That moment changed how he viewed investing and financial responsibility completely forever. He realized he had no idea which investments were actually performing well. Everything looked like a blur of numbers without any clear direction forward. This is the reality for most beginners entering investment markets blindly today. They rely on hope instead of structured tracking systems and disciplined monitoring. Without tracking, even profitable investments can feel confusing and stressful over time. Ali decided to take control and start tracking everything step by step. He began using a simple app to record every single investment daily. At first, it felt unnecessary and slightly time-consuming for him initially, but within days, he started noticing patterns he never saw before clearly. Some stocks were consistently performing well, while others were draining his returns. That discovery alone completely shifted his investment mindset toward data-driven decisions. He stopped guessing and started analyzing real performance numbers with discipline daily. Many investors skip this stage and continue making emotional decisions repeatedly. Instead, emotional investing often leads to buying high and selling low mistakes constantly. Ali learned this lesson the hard way through early financial losses experienced, but tracking helped him recover confidence and rebuild his strategy gradually again. He began reviewing his portfolio every evening like a personal financial ritual. This small habit created massive clarity about his financial position over time. He could now clearly see profit trends and loss patterns forming consistently. With this knowledge, he started making smarter investment choices every week carefully. Friends noticed his improved financial decisions and asked for his secret method. He simply replied that tracking everything changed his entire investment perspective deeply. It was not luck, but disciplined monitoring that transformed his financial journey. Without tracking, he would still be lost in financial uncertainty and confusion. This story reflects what happens to thousands of investors every single day. They enter markets enthusiastically but fail due to lack of visibility. Visibility is the key difference between success and failure in investing life. Tracking provides that visibility through structured data and clear financial insights daily. Even small investments become meaningful when tracked properly over long periods consistently. You begin to understand how time impacts returns in real measurable ways. Patterns emerge that help you predict better future investment decisions more accurately. Without tracking, these patterns remain invisible and completely misunderstood by investors always. That is why financial experts emphasize portfolio tracking as essential discipline today. It is not optional for serious investors aiming for long-term success. Even institutional investors rely heavily on advanced tracking systems every single day. They never invest blindly without analyzing detailed performance reports and metrics constantly. Individual investors can learn from this disciplined professional approach very easily now. Technology has made professional level tracking accessible to everyone using simple tools. Ali's transformation proves that awareness changes everything in investment decision-making process. And once he started tracking, fear and confusion slowly disappeared from his mindset. He felt more confident even during market fluctuations and economic uncertainty periods. This emotional stability became one of his biggest financial strengths over time because calm investors make better long-term financial decisions consistently and wisely. Tracking did not just improve numbers but also improved his thinking process. He became more analytical and less reactive to market news and rumors. This shift separated him from emotional investors who constantly panic during volatility. Now his investment journey felt structured, intentional, and far more predictable overall. The difference was clear once he committed to disciplined tracking every day. And this is, now that you understand the struggle, let's uncover the real breakthrough system. Most people assume portfolio tracking requires complex financial knowledge and advanced tools. In reality, simplicity is what makes tracking powerful and consistently effective. The best investors do not use complicated methods. They use consistent systems. A system is just a repeatable process you follow without missing steps. Once Ali understood this, he completely changed how he managed investments. He stopped overthinking and started focusing on building a simple tracking routine. Every morning, he checked his portfolio performance for just a few minutes. He recorded changes in value, profit, and loss in a single dashboard. That small habit created a powerful sense of financial financial awareness daily. Awareness is the foundation of all successful investing decisions in life. Without awareness, even the best opportunities can be completely missed easily. Ali used a basic spreadsheet at first to track everything manually. Later, he switched to apps that automated most of the tracking process. Automation made everything easier and reduced the chance of human error, but he still reviewed everything personally to maintain full financial control. This balance between automation and personal review is extremely important always. Many beginners rely too much on automation and stop paying attention completely. That mistake can lead to blind investing and unexpected portfolio surprises. A strong system always includes both tools and personal responsibility together. Ali divided his portfolio into categories like stocks, crypto, and savings. This helped him understand which area was performing better over time. Categorization is a simple but extremely powerful tracking strategy for investors. It transforms scattered investments into structured and readable financial information clearly. He also started setting weekly review sessions for deeper portfolio analysis. During these sessions, he studied trends instead of reacting emotionally quickly. This habit prevented him from making impulsive investment decisions repeatedly. Again, instead of panic, he relied on data and logical interpretation always. And over time, his confidence in financial decisions increased significantly and steadily. He realized that tracking is not about numbers, it is understanding. Understanding how your money behaves gives you real financial control power. Most investors never reach this level of clarity in their journey. They keep investing without knowing what is actually happening underneath. That is why they feel stressed whenever markets become volatile suddenly. But structured tracking removes uncertainty and replaces it with clear direction. Ali noticed that even small tracking improvements created big mindset shifts. He became more patient with long-term investments and market cycles. Patience is one of the most valuable traits in successful investing. Tracking naturally builds patience because it shows long-term progress clearly. Short-term noise becomes less important when you see overall growth. This perspective shift changes everything about how you handle money decisions. Instead of guessing, you start making informed and confident choices regularly. That is the true power of a simple tracking system in investing. You do not need expensive software to start building this discipline today. Even a notebook can be enough if used consistently and properly. What matters most is not the tool, but the habit behind it. Ali's success came from consistency, not from any special financial secret. He simply followed his system every single day without giving up. Over time, small actions created massive improvements in his financial journey. This proves that simplicity combined with discipline leads to strong results. Many people overcomplicate investing and ignore basic tracking principles completely, but simplicity always wins in the long run of financial growth. Now, you can see how powerful a structured tracking system becomes. It brings order, clarity, and control into your investment life instantly. Without it, investing remains chaotic and emotionally exhausting for everyone involved. With it, investing becomes strategic, calm, and highly intentional every day. Next, we will explore advanced insights to deepen your tracking ability. These insights will help you refine your investment strategy even further. You are now building the foundation of a strong financial mindset. Let's continue toward mastering complete control over your portfolio journey. Once your tracking system is stable, deeper insights begin to matter most. This is where average investors and successful investors clearly start to differ. Most people stop at tracking numbers without analyzing what they truly mean. But numbers alone never tell the full story of financial performance. You must learn to interpret patterns hidden inside your portfolio data. Ali discovered this when he started reviewing his investments more carefully. He noticed certain assets performed well only during specific market conditions. That insight helped him adjust timing and allocation strategies more intelligently. Instead of reacting randomly, he began anticipating market behavior more accurately. This shift transformed his approach from passive tracking to active analysis. Active analysis means questioning why changes happen, not just recording them. Many investors ignore this step and miss valuable learning opportunities daily. Ali started comparing monthly performance instead of just daily fluctuations. This helped him filter out emotional noise from short-term volatility. He focused on long-term trends that actually influenced wealth building. Slowly, his decisions became more structured and less emotionally driven overall. One powerful insight he learned was diversification impact on portfolio stability. He realized balanced portfolios reduce risk during unpredictable market movements greatly. This understanding tracking improved his confidence during sudden financial downturns significantly. Instead of panic, he saw opportunities hidden within temporary market drops. And that mindset shift is what separates experienced investors from beginners clearly. Experienced investors see dips as opportunities rather than threats to avoid. Ali also began tracking investment performance against personal financial goals closely. This helped him measure progress beyond just profit and loss numbers. He started asking whether investments aligned with his long-term objectives. This alignment ensured every decision supported his bigger financial vision consistently. Without alignment, even profitable investments can lead you in wrong direction. That is why goal-based tracking becomes extremely powerful over time. It turns random investing into structured wealth-building strategy effectively always. Another insight he gained was the importance of emotional discipline control. Emotional discipline prevents impulsive decisions during market highs and low cycles. Tracking data consistently helped him build that emotional stability gradually over time. He no longer reacted to hype or fear-driven market news. Instead, he relied on his own data and analysis confidently always. This independence from external noise became his strongest financial advantage overall. Many investors fail because they depend too much on outside opinions, but true investors trust their systems and verify personal data instead. Ali also started identifying underperforming assets early through regular tracking reviews. This allowed him to reallocate funds more efficiently and strategically always. Efficiency in capital allocation is key to maximizing long-term returns. Even small improvements in allocation can create huge financial differences later. He realized that tracking is not passive, it actively shapes decisions. Every update gave him an opportunity to improve his portfolio structure. That constant improvement loop is what builds long-term financial success. He also learned to avoid overtrading by observing unnecessary portfolio changes. Frequent trading often reduces returns instead of increasing them effectively overall. Tracking showed him when to stay patient and when to act. This balance created a stable and consistent growth pattern in investments. Over time, his portfolio became more resilient against market uncertainty shocks. Resilience is a key trait of every successful long-term investor. Without resilience, even profitable strategies collapse under emotional pressure quickly. Ali's journey proves that insight matters more than raw investment activity. The deeper you understand your portfolio, the better your decisions become. Track and transforms from simple recording into powerful financial intelligence system. This intelligence gives you clarity that most investors never experience fully, and clarity leads directly to smarter and more confident investing choices. Now we are ready to move toward the final transformation stage. The final step will help you turn knowledge into lasting results. This is where everything you learn becomes a powerful action plan. Let's finish by turning tracking into lifelong financial success strategy. At this stage, everything you learn must now turn into real action. Knowledge without action is useless in the world of investing success. The final step is building a lifelong habit of consistent tracking. This habit will determine whether your investments grow or remain stagnant. Ali reached this stage after months of disciplined practice and patience. He realized that success was never about timing the market perfectly. Instead, success came from understanding his portfolio deeply every single day. That understanding was only possible because he never stopped tracking consistently. He treated tracking like brushing teeth, a daily non-negotiable routine. This mindset made investing feel structured rather than chaotic or stressful. Now, his financial decisions were based on clarity rather than confusion. He no longer feared market crashes because he understood his exposure. That confidence came directly from complete visibility of his investments. Visibility removes fear and replaces it with calm financial awareness always. You can achieve the same transformation by starting your own system. Begin with simple tools that you can manage without difficulty today. And do not wait for perfect conditions because they will never come. Start tracking even if your portfolio is small or just beginning. Small portfolios grow faster when guided by disciplined tracking habits daily. Every investment you make should be recorded and reviewed regularly always. Consistency matters more than complexity in building strong financial systems. You do not need advanced tools to become a successful investor. You only need discipline, patience, and willingness to stay consistent daily. Ali proved that ordinary tools can create extraordinary financial results over time. What matters most is how seriously you take your tracking routine. Treat your portfolio like a business that needs constant monitoring and care. Businesses that ignore tracking eventually fail, regardless of their potential strength. The same principle applies directly to personal investing and wealth building. Start reviewing your investments weekly to identify patterns and improve improvements clearly. Adjust your strategy based on data rather than emotions or assumptions. This single shift can completely change your financial future trajectory. Over time, you will notice better decision making and fewer mistakes. Mistakes decrease naturally when you have clear visibility of performance data. That is the true power of consistent and structured tracking systems. It does not just improve numbers, it improves your thinking process. Better thinking leads to better financial outcomes in the long run. Every successful investor builds systems before they build wealth effectively. Your tracking system is the foundation of your entire investment journey. Without it, everything else becomes uncertain and unstable over time. With it, every financial decision becomes more intentional and informed always. Ali's transformation shows that discipline beats intelligence in investing success. Anyone can follow this path regardless of experience or background level. The only requirement is commitment to daily tracking and review habits. Once you commit, your financial awareness will grow rapidly and consistently. That awareness will guide you towards smarter investment opportunities automatically. You will begin seeing patterns others completely overlook in the market. Those patterns become your advantage in building long-term wealth steadily. Tracking also protects you from emotional mistakes during market volatility periods. It keeps your decisions grounded in reality rather than speculation alone. Over time, this stability becomes your greatest financial strength overall. Now you understand that tracking is not optional. It is essential. It is the difference between guessing and truly managing your wealth. Your financial future depends on how seriously you take this habit. Start today, because every delay costs you potential growth opportunities daily. Build your system, follow it, and refine it continuously over time. Let your data guide you instead of emotions controlling your actions. That is how real investors think and operate in financial markets. Your journey to financial clarity begins with one simple decision today. Commit to tracking your portfolio and never look back again forward. This is your path to control, confidence, and long-term financial freedom.